Hey everyone, it's Ryzen, and welcome to Let's Play Grandia. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have done the preview video a year in advance, but whoops, I didn't think it would take me so long to finish up. Well, I didn't think I would lose all my notes, but, you know, that's what happens when you idiotically don't back things up. But let's start a new game here. There's quite a few cutscenes that we gotta go through to begin with. There is voice acting. It's subtitled except for the anime cutscenes. I'll talk over the ones with no voice acting, but yeah, the voice acting is really bad in the game. Not like Mega Man X4 bad, but bad. Like bland bad, so ugh. Kind of unfortunate. I'll go over the, I'll probably actually need to kind of tutorialize the leveling system in the game for you guys, because it is a bit weird if you've never played the game before. It works kind of like Final Fantasy II, the NES game, or Famicom game, or the Final Fantasy Legend series. Only, I think, better here than in those games, but it's still not a leveling system I think works particularly well, but it works probably better here than it does any other game, but even then, it's just next to impossible to balance around it, and that's kind of a big problem. But anyway, opening credits for some reason. So I did 2 run-throughs of the game, so hopefully I know what I'm doing. Plus my initial playthrough when I was younger. I'm also experimenting with more Cliff Note-y versions of notes instead of full walkthroughs, so mainly because I didn't want to spend the time to rewrite my entire walkthrough. But if it works, I'll do this regularly, or maybe it'll speed up prepping games, but they'll explain these whole wing things eventually. The plot's pretty simplistic, actually. But still good, and if you like adventure, you know, this is a good game for you. Since it's really the big theme of the game is adventuring. You know, we're not going to be immediately introduced to any sort of major threat, so it's kind of refreshing, actually. So, yeah, I think, so the Phoenix Wright videos, I think, will be, I don't know, I'll do 2 Phoenix Wright videos and then 3 Grandia videos a week. I think that's what's going to be the case. Although I might need to take a little break from Grandia to finish up Phoenix Wright at some point. When I run out of videos of that. Phoenix Wright.
I had that dream again.
Yeah.
The bastards. They're hounding me.
His voice acting's not bad. Or
Mullen,
not good.
where are we now?
It's only been a half an hour since you asked last. You look tired, General Ball.
Impatient.
I keep telling you, Mullen.
Well,
when there are no soldiers
hopefully he's not
around,
level 4,000.
you should call me father.
Excuse me, but Lieutenant Lean is still here.
Oh yeah, yeah, she's
It's
right next to you.
just like you to answer like that. But you
I
know,
don't see the joke, but
Lean
okay.
is a very special part of our military plans, aren't you, Lean? The third excavation
Sure, don't
of
answer
the
him.
Salt Ruins is almost finished. I'm counting on you too, Mullen.
You know, I don't think they ever explain what happened to his eye.
We've assigned an elite battalion of our forces to this excavation.
Wow. Don't sound too excited there,
I'm
Mullen.
sure that we'll hear good news.
The current time is 13:40 hours. Now passing.
Is it
through
sad the
our
computer
airspace.
sounds
Our ETA is
more
15:30 hours.
into
Lee,
the role than Mulan
Open the
does.
viewports for General Ball.
Yes, Colonel Mullen.
Yeah, this was the 90s, so yeah. Bad voice acting was pretty much standard, so honestly, the voice acting is probably better than a lot of games were back in the day, other than like Metal Gear Solid, but that's really an exception. 1997 is the copyright, so. Nowadays, voice acting is taken much more seriously. Grandia 2 has significantly better voice acting. I think Grandia 2 is actually a better game overall, but Grandia 1 is, I don't know where most people rank it in the series. I think right behind Grandia 2, or probably some people think it's the best in the series. I know it's when, you know, Grandia Extreme and Grandia 3 rank rather poorly, especially 3. Although I like 3, it's just plot is pretty bad. So because of all the cutscenes, I won't be able to get through too much of the opening parts, but we'll see what we can do. We won't get into any battles today, I can tell you that much. Now, who's this girl? She got something on her head there. The sprites are pretty good in this game. They have a lot of movement on them. I love how oh, almost just said her name. I love how she runs there. It's a lot of character, like, or a lot of, like,
This'll teach you, punk.
I don't know. You get a feel of her energetic personality even without her saying anything, just based on her run. And that hurt.
Justin, not you again. You just don't learn.
Yeah.
Shit again.
I didn't trash it.
Our main character's
Why
name
won't you listen to me?
is Justin.
I'm staking my pride as a man and my soul as an adventurer on this treasure hunt.
Justin's a
Shut
cool character
up.
and all, but
There's no treasure in all
It's
that junk.
it's
Now you've completely trashed it.
ow.
Anyway, don't ever hunt for treasure in my shed again. You hear me, boy?
Ouch. That awful man,
Well, that was
he
excessive.
never ever understands.
Justin!
Yeah, but awfully generic name for a main character, but I'll take it.
You
It's
okay?
different.
That sounded like it hurt.
Oh, Sue, did you see that?
And Sue,
Don't worry.
equally
Punch like that?
generic.
Nothing to it. For a first-rate adventurer,
At least it's not
it
named
comes
after,
with the territory.
you know,
Right.
weather effects.
So how'd it go?
Right, Square Enix.
Did you find anything in the shed?
Nah, nothing at all. It really was all junk. Must have
Well, that
passed along.
sucks. You find anything?
But Sue,
What about you, Sue?
you?
Of course I found something. Ta-da! Here it is.
Uh-oh.
The
What's that?
legendary armor. I found it all by
Oh.
myself.
That's an apron, but okay.
Puppy helped too. Here you go, Justin. The legendary armor.
I like how the faces change when they talk
Great, Sue.
in the game. That's a nice
That's
touch.
the first one.
Makes them feel alive.
That leaves
Or, yeah,
Shield
more
of Light.
immersion.
the warrior's
Okay.
helmet and the spirit sword.
Don't forget, we gotta get him by sundown or we'll lose. Yuck, I don't
Oh.
want to marry that awful god. You know, it's really your fault, Justin. You're the one that took Gons up
Oh.
on his dare. You'd better take
Well then.
responsibility.
Okay, I know.
I like how he like
Come on.
interrupts her.
Let's go show this to Gons.
You don't see that too often in
Let's go too.
voice acting. So, yeah, we start out as just
We found it, Gons.
two
The first treasure.
2 children playing a game. Different way to start. Apparently there's an end of the world. So, now Gaunt's here can give you clues about where the other ones are, but fortunately I know where they are, so. There's not too much voice acting in the game, by the way, but it is there. So if you want some clues, you can talk to them. Sure, why not? Oh, crap. That's a problem with the choices, is they come up so quickly. If you hit X through a dialogue box, you can kind of screw up there and go through a thing too easily, or too quickly. So, if you want the clues, here they are. But, anyway, we want to go to the west here and go down some stairs. Oh, I need to, go ahead and turn on my analog sticks. I like using the analog sticks. You don't have to, but if you're using the D-pad, you gotta hold circle to run. I think you can change that in the configuration menu. I'm not sure. Oh yeah, the configuration menu is actually the start button, I believe. No, you cannot. Okay. Some games you can, but I guess you can this one. Select brings up a map. You can only use these in towns, by the way. The map is not too helpful because nothing's really labeled, so it's kind of useless, actually. It's not useless, but not as good as it should be. But anyway, we get an iron helmet here, or iron pot. It says battered pot, but trust me, it's an iron pot. I'm pretty sure it's an iron pot. You can equip these things that we're getting here, but they all are quite horrible. So, yeah, don't do that. Anyway, we're going to go back up the stairs and then head up to the port. We'll get the items and then probably go on to the next episode. So, now we've got, these are save points, by the way. These hints are little tutorial things, so this one teaches you about the compass, but I'm not going to go ahead and bother talking about that. Yeah, it's spinning in a circle in town because you can't set a destination, but you can set a destination in dungeons. Unfortunately, it is not clear which one you're going to. So if you accidentally hit R2, yeah, you don't realize that you could be heading back towards the dungeon entrance. It's not too useful anyway because it doesn't really, it's just a point in a straight line, so. But anyway, here's the Shield of Light. That's actually a pot lid. You could equip it if you wanted, but again, it's not very useful. Let's see if we can get the sword here. Now, for this one, you have to talk to... Man, the load time is pretty bad. You have to talk to Gantz, I believe. Because if you don't talk to him, I think his brother just keeps running around away from you. Something like that, so... You have to talk to him again, I believe. So we need to get a key. So we're going to go over to the west. hopefully to find somebody. Somewhere around here. Ah, there he is. Gotta talk to Tense, Gantz's brother. You need to say the first option. No, I'm sorry. You gotta say the other option. You have to threaten him, that's right. So you need to tell him you're gonna tell Gantz, and then he panics. I forgot which option you were supposed to say there. But anyway, he dropped the key, so we need to find it. So we get the key. It's right there. It's not random or anything, it's always there. But if you don't talk to Gantz first, you'll see Tense, and he'll just keep running away from you. And there's not much you can do. Okay. So now we can head over to Gantz's house. Which one is it? No. I forget exactly which one it is. Ah, here it is. Tense is in front of it. So let's go ahead and open up the chest. And we get the spirit sword, aka the wooden sword. Now that I am going to hold on to, because it is the first sword we get, and it's actually decent for now. The thing is that everybody can equip multiple weapon types. I'll go over that as we go into battle, but it is important. You cannot just use one single weapon type over and over again and be fine. In fact, you will end up really screwing yourself in the long run if you do that. I'm gonna go back to the east now. And let's go back to the port so that I can save the game, and we'll go back to Gantz in the next episode because it'll trigger a pretty lengthy sequence. Yeah, it'll probably take us a couple episodes to get out of town. So let's save up. Oh, what was I gonna say? Please don't freeze on me. Alright. So there we go. So next time we'll win the game against Gantz, I guess. And apparently this is going to be a nice, relaxing game. No serious threat or anything. This is Ryzen. Thanks for watching. Take care.